to be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Quick release on the RPO. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Spins away. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. It's caught. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Buying some time as he moves left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here comes the option. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Got a little space. Runs through a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The offense set for a 1st down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Nickel. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Nickel. Caught over the middle, it's Lofton. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He smashes his way through again. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Hard running there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught!
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback playing it right on the money.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Nickel. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 13 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on this season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hurricanes look to do some damage in the red zone. Off the RPO complete. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Using the quick game. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Running inside. It's Pringle. Quick step and go. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Miami! He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Hard-hitting tackle. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got him in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. This is a designed run. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They want to run this quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Rush is on him. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Oh, he got loose. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. And now on 3rd down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Makes the quick grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The inside handoff. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Rainbow Warriors have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Compton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to you.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Hurricane. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Miami 49, Hawaii 17.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The run inside. It's Harris. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Red 54, red 54. Shift.
To the air. It's Nickel. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Go, go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Shakes off the defender. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.